Hey everybody, today we are looking at the top 10 Christmas gift ideas for 2020 for hikers and adventurers. This is going to be a great video, especially with Christmas quickly approaching, so let's get started.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now.
Now these 10 items aren't necessarily for the super experienced adventurer that's looking for the best of the best. You might find that some of these items are great, but we just wanted this to be a more broad, simple list that's going to give some good gear and some good items that are going to help people have the most fun time when they go out and hike or other types of adventures. Now the number 10 item is your most basic piece of hiking gear, and that is a hiking boot. Specifically, it is the Salomon Outline Mid GTX. Now these are my wife's boots, still a little bit dirty from some past hikes. We haven't cleaned them off, but this boot is incredible. It's great quality for a great price. And the really great thing about this boot is the fact that it's a tennis shoe or hiking shoe with a hiking boot combined. So it's incredibly comfortable. It's not huge and bulky, it's more sleek and slick, but has the ankle support, has great tread. We've put over 200 miles on these boots, maybe more, and they have been awesome. My wife has loved them. There is a male and a female version, and there's different color options, so this is definitely a great gift. We'll leave a link in the description below to these and every other item that we're talking about on this list. That way you guys can get to it very easily. Number 9 item is not a piece of gear, but it is actually a map that has the national parks on it, and it's a scratch-off map. This map is by Epic Adventures, and it has all 62 national parks on it. And so this is just a great item for somebody who wants to just have a tangible representation of where they've been, keeping track, and it just helps people to get out there, have fun, and have that desire to see all the parks in the US. The number 8 item is something that we don't personally own, but we've done a lot of research to make sure that this is the best of what it is. It is the Your Guide to the National Parks by Michael Joseph Oswald. This is the second edition that's out now. It only has 59 of the parks, I believe, because the last 3 that were added in just the last couple of years. And so this one's not fully up to date with those parks. However, from what we've seen, it is the most detailed and the most helpful in making sure that the trips that you plan, you see the best things, you go to the best spots, and you have the best experience possible. There is another guide that people really love and talk highly of, and that is by Becky Lomax. It is Moon USA National Parks. It has all 62. So if you're looking for one that has everything, you can look there, but we wanted to give both those options just in case one was better than the other for your situation. Number 7 item is actually this jacket that I'm wearing. This is the men's Columbia Ascender soft shell jacket. This jacket I've had for over a year now, and it's a jacket that I wear on the daily, but I've worn it for many different hikes. It's a great layer. When you are layering up to go up to the top of a mountain, when it's real cold, this is a perfect layer. It's water resistant. It's a great weight. It's very lightweight, but it'll keep you very, very warm, especially for the price. This is a great option, great quality. I've had no picks, no loose strings or anything like that so far, and so this has been awesome. The women's version is the Columbia Cruiser 2, and so if you want to check that out, we'll leave links to both of those in the description below. And then the number 6 item is something, again, that we don't have, but we've done a lot of research to make sure that this is the best of the best, and that is the Katula micro spikes. So these are metal spikes that you can put on your hiking boot. They go on the bottom, they help you to have traction when you're hiking in ice or snow. They have different variations as well that are for mud or just wet terrain or just for being on the trail and having more traction. So you can check out all those different options as well. But we've got the link to the micro spikes in the description below. It's definitely something that we are considering investing in, especially with some winter hikes coming up where we know we'll be in snow or ice. Now the number 5 option is a little bit different than these others, but if you're like us and you want to make videos and you want to make content and document your adventures, having a great tripod for your camera is a great piece of equipment. And the one that we've chosen is the Gorillapod by Joby. Now this tripod has legs that are actually flexible, so that way you can wrap it around a tree branch. Maybe if you're on uneven ground, you can move it around. It's not very tall, but it does give you something that is very versatile when you're out on the trail. But with it being more compact and lighter, it is a great option to throw in the pack and go on your way. And then it also has a ball head on it, so it's a great piece to put a camera onto. We have the 3K version, which means 3 kilograms. That's how much weight the tripod can hold. There's bigger and there's smaller. So there's a lot of different variations here that might be helpful for your situation. But again, a great gift for somebody that needs something like that. The number 4 item is the Jetboil stove. So this is a backpacking item. This particular stove I have had for about 10 years now, and I can still crank this thing on. I can take it on a trip. I can have that warm meal on a backpacking trip. It is a great stove that is compact, lightweight, and very easy to use, but just great quality. Again, 10 years that I've had this stove. Now there is a newer version out, so we'll leave a link to that in the description below. But again, if you know a backpacker and you want a gift for them, if they don't have a Jetboil stove already, this is probably a great thing to consider. This is not your ultralight stove. So if somebody's looking for that ultralight, super small stove, this is not it, but this is a great option for if the backpacker is somebody that wants to maybe do a weekend trip or a week-long trip, something like that. This is great. Now the number 3 option is going back to a very basic piece of hiking gear, and that is a day pack, particularly the Osprey Daylight. This is my wife's pack. She's had it for almost 3 years now, and she absolutely loves it. This is a great pack, especially for beginners or people that just want a more compact, smaller pack. There's also the Daylight Plus that has a couple more compartments so you can fit a few more things in it. But this is really the perfect size for day hikes that'll hold everything that's necessary. It's got the chest strap, it's got the waist strap, it's got a place for a bladder to go in as well. So this really is a high quality pack for a great price, especially for beginners. So the Osprey Daylight, great option. We'll leave a link to it in the description below too. And then the number 2 item is probably something that you haven't thought about, but it is bear spray. So we've got a can of Frontiersman bear spray here, as you can see. And this is a great thing to have if you haven't seen our videos of what to do when you encounter a bear or what to do when you're being attacked by a bear. This is certainly needed when you're in bear country because it's your best defense against a bear. This particular one I actually got a chest strap with, and it also came with a practice canister. We haven't shot it yet, but it's a great thing to have and to use because it gives you a real good idea of how it actually works because you get to use it for yourself. Then the number one option can really go for anybody, and that is the America the Beautiful National Park Pass. So this National Park Pass covers a lot of different types of park fees, and it also will get you into some national monuments as well. So if you know somebody that loves to travel, loves to see all the national parks and go to monuments and things like that, this is a great thing to have. This is something that you can get at rei.com. We'll leave a link to it in the description below. And I believe REI donates 10% of the proceeds to the National Park Service. So it's definitely a great option, helps a great cause, and it's definitely a great item for a Christmas gift for this year. So there you have it. That's the top 10 Christmas gifts for 2020. These are things that we feel are great for lots of different types of people and that will be helpful. Maybe you've seen some, maybe you haven't, but hopefully it gets your wheels turning and helps you decide what you need to do this Christmas season. If you liked any of these, again, links in the description down below that'll take you right to them. Makes it very easy. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. We hope it was helpful. If so, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We have new videos coming out every week, and so we don't want you to miss out on any of that good content. We'd love for you guys to be a part of the Journey More community. Come journey more with us, and we'll see you next time.